File input and output. Today's table of contents are file input and file output. We will briefly go through what file input and output are. Coming to the file input, to read a file input, a programmer can create a new input stream that comes from a file rather than the predefined input stream system.in that comes from the standard input keyboard. An output stream can then be used just like the familiar scanner and system.in combination. The statement file byte stream equal to new file input stream of str creates a file input stream and opens the file denoted by a string variable str for reading. Text file input output. Important classes for the text file output to the file can be written by using print writer and file output stream or file writer. So important classes for text file input are buffered reader and file reader. File output stream and file reader take file names as arguments. Print writer and buffer reader provide useful methods for easier writing and reading. Usually need a combination of two classes. And to use these classes, your program needs a line like the following: import java.io.star and reading until the end of the file. A program can read varying amounts of data in a file by using a loop that reads until valid data is unavailable or the end of the file has been reached. The hasNext method returns true if an integer is available for reading, and if the next item in the file is not an integer, or if the previous stream operation reached the end of the file, the method returns false. The scanner file offers multiple hasNext methods for various data types such as int, double, string, etc. Counting instances of a specific word. In Java, objects are stored dynamically using objects. Now, in order to traverse across these objects is done using a for each loop, iterators, and comparators. This interface comprises of hasNext and next. hasNext. hasNext method is used to check whether there is any element remaining in the list. So this method is a Boolean type method that returns only true and false as discussed, as it is just used for checking purposes. And the hasNext method of the iterator and list iterator returns true if the collection object over which is used to check during traversal whether the pointing element has the next element. If not, it simply returns false. Next method. So if there is any element after where hasNext has returned false on which some execution is to be performed, then this method is used to display that element on which execution is supposed to be carried on with help of this method. The next method um, of the iterator and list iterator return the next element of the collection. And if there is need to remove this element, remove method is used. File output. Opening and writing to a file. A file output stream is a class that supports writing to a file. A file output stream class inherits from output stream. After declaring a variable of type file output stream, a file is opened using the file output streams constructor, which can take a file name string as an argument. The constructor throws an exception if the file cannot be opened for writing.